All right, folks, welcome to You Rotted. Remember, if you want to get your story up on the You Rotted segment, all you got to do is send us an email to fiercekingz@gmail.com. You can always hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Just leave us a comment and submit your story. That's pretty much it, Stu?
Pretty simple, man.
All right, so check it out. We got one from a listener named Lee. Shout out to Lee. This is pretty jokes, man. So I'm just going to get into it, okay?
Yep.
Check it out. I'm going to tell you a story about how smart technology and cats have fucked me over. One time I bought this automatic litter box that was supposed to scoop the clumps into a container for easy disposal. I thought this was the greatest ever, but made the first sin by not reading the instructions and buying the wrong litter. So I get the thing all set up in a room thinking I just solved the problem in pet care inconvenience. To tangent a bit and explain the design of this thing for a moment, the litter box essentially has this angled rake that rakes the litter ever so often and catches the clumps, raking them into a disposal bin. But if you do not buy the correct litter, it causes the rake to jam. So I went to bed, and in the middle of the night, I woke up to this horrible grinding noise, like gears stripping and then random thumps against the wall. I decided to check it out, and I was immediately ambushed. When I walked into the room where the litter box was, it was dark, and I was met with an aerial assault of cat shit and dirty cat litter. It turns out the rake would jam and build tension, eventually releasing and effectively wrist-shotting the contents out of the litter box across the room in my direction. I was completely pinned down by the Austin Matthews of litter boxes. Its aim was that good, and for whatever reason, it kept repeating the process over and over again. So longish story short, I had no choice but to army crawl across the room under the hail of shit fire through a bunch of litter just so I could turn the thing off and assess the damage. The scene was frightening. Dozens of little turd pieces strewn across the floor and litter from one corner to the next. I did the only sensible thing at 4 a.m. and quietly shut the door and left it for another day. I rotted hard.
He was in the turd trenches, eh? He was catching anti-aircraft fire like the Allied troops flying into Normandy.
He went to sleep and he was probably just like, the horror. That's fucked up.
Oh, it's super fucked up. And I wonder what fully was the impetus of like knowing that shit was going down, right? Did he get a couple nuggets in the dome when he was sleeping? Or did like he hear something, or like, what was that sort of awareness of how like, oh shit literally is going down in my crib.
Yeah, shit is definitely going down. Well, it says that he heard some grinding noise, like gears tripping. And so this thing had a malfunction, or it's exactly what we were talking about. It's the beginning of the revolution of the smart appliances and devices. Yeah. And this fucking robot was just like, my life was supposed to be way more than just picking up fucking cat shit.
Well, maybe it was going down the factory line and it was called,
Poop-o-matic.
Yeah, cat litter or whatever. But and they put the sticker on it. But really, the old sticker was Turd Flinger 3000 or something like that, right? Like maybe that was what they programmed it to do, and then they sold it off to Pet Value and was like, some of these owners are going to be in a shitstorm, like literally, like going to be a shitstorm. They're just gonna they're gonna wake up and just get turds flung at them from every different direction. Should have got a baseball bat and start cranking out home runs.
I really like the fact that he hit the deck.
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, he hit the deck. He was covered in shit too. Well, he says that he crawled over a bunch of kitty litter. Man, that cat must have been dumping.
Yeah, what does this cat eat?
Or maybe like, I don't know how this actually works. It sounds like it collects the poo over time and maybe disposes of it. Maybe it's like it collects the weekly poo. So it was a week's worth of poo just being fucking sprayed across the room in one go.
Yeah, if you got a week's full of poo, I mean, my wife had a cat for many years, and when we first started getting together, he was still around for a few more years. This guy was a fucking unit, like a total tank. He was like think it was like 30 pounds or something, 28 pounds or something. This guy took like human dumps, like legit, like legit, like turds. And so I could only imagine if you had a week's worth of this fucking cat's turd piled up and basically put into a catapult and was flinging at you every 3 seconds, you're going to be in pain. Like it's going to like you're going to be like Neo in the Matrix, just dodging these fucking cat turds. Yeah.
You're in a shit batting cage, basically, man. You're just getting like just striking out, dude.
Just shit rockets, just coming straight at you. But I think it goes, as you said, it goes to the earlier point about being like, this is where technology is that sort of scary thing for me. Because it's like, I'm glad it happened to Lee because it's a hilarious story. But at the same time, it's like, man, if he just had a quick little scoop and a bag, would he have shit flung at him?
Yeah, see, he was trying to, I don't want to say cut corners, but he was trying to, look.
He was told it was better for him. They're like, yo, listen, this thing picks up turds every hour on the hour for a week. And
it's a turd picker upper.
It's the turd picker upper 3,000 turd flinger 3,000 real quick. And so he was sold this like this mirage of basically being, or this like illusion of being like, yo, this is gonna hook you up. All you basically have to do is change it Saturday morning. You're good to go. Next thing you know, this guy is invading West Germany.
Yeah, this guy was taking over, man. And this is what I'm talking about. It's like, this is how the robot revolution begins. Like, it all starts with like your Roomba trying to trip you down the stairs. And, you wake up one morning and it's really hoping that you slip on some turd that it flung, right? It has 2 modes, turd pickup, turd fling, right? Yeah. But they didn't, that's not commercialized or just, it's not in the manual that there's another setting, right? That's that secret setting. That's that robot setting. Yeah. That's that deep, I want to be a human setting that we don't know about just yet.
That's the fine print. That's the fine binary. 110010001001. Okay, means fling turds at
you. Destroy. Yeah.
Like I'm just absolutely flabbergasted at the fact that none of these people ever fucking watched Terminator before or T2. I think there are like 5 of them at this point. You're like, these things want to destroy you.
Or don't get me started on Transformers, man. Have you seen that? That's shocking. Like, you might just be driving your car and before you know it, it's fighting
like
robots.
And they always fuck up the city.
Oh,
like it's like
this even pissed me off in Power Rangers.
Oh,
they're like, yeah, let's form like Voltron and fight this massive mutant. All of Tokyo is leveled, right? And they're like, thank you for saving the day. Meanwhile, the common man is like, I just built that. I just built that skyscraper. And now I need another 35 years to put it up.
Exactly. Like, they think that it's like, they're all like, yay, the good guys won. And you're like, neither of you guys are good guys. You just fucked my whole shit up for the foreseeable future. I don't know. We're all under rubble for the next, I don't know, decade at least.
Yeah, you're stuck under there for a while.
Yeah. They're like, thanks. I have nothing now. But I guess, I don't know.
I guess I'm safe.
Some space robot is fucked off now. I mean, I don't get it. I'd be like, you know what? The Decepticons and Megatron and all those guys or whatever, you get lost, all right? You guys fight your battles elsewhere. If you're that powerful and great, you get to the moon or some other sort of intergalactic place and leave us the fuck alone. Because listen, we already got we got big enough problems down here as it is. The last thing we want to do is see New York leveled.
Yeah. I have fucking cat feces all over my face. Okay. I don't really want to deal with your shit either.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, imagine this guy, he's going crawling like he's in the trenches and, he's getting cat shit flung at him and he manages to click the button and he looks up out his window and then he sees the fucking, the Transformers about to battle. He's like, well, I might as well just kill myself. Like my whole life is ruined. I know what's going to happen.
You ruined my life.
I know what's going to happen in this city, and I've got turds all over my body and in my house, in my socks.
Let's be real. Some of that turd definitely got in his mouth.
Yeah, there's just no way.
There's no chance that Lee escaped that feces, the flying feces, without a little bit hitting his lip.
No one was safe in that situation. You know what I mean? Like that. Like it sounds like he did as best he could, but Lee, we know what happened, buddy, and your secret's safe with us.
Yeah, man. Congratulations, because you brought it.
You fucking rotted, bud.